More and more black pilots were proving their ability to fly, but the U.S. military would still not let them fly for their country.
The Negro is physically qualified for combat duty, but he is by nature subservient
and believes himself to be inferior to the white man. He has not the initiative and resourcefulness of the white man.
African Americans in military were only allowed and relegated to subordinate roles, cooks, cleaners, etc.
But just before the outbreak of the U.S. entry into World War II, you have blacks who are saying, wait a minute, and we want to fly, we want to participate. A black fighter pilot seems to go contrary to the notion that African Americans are inferior and that fighter pilots are the best of the best.
Nazi Germany represented racism on a monstrous scale. In America, black leaders put pressure on the government to prove its founding principles of democracy and justice for all.
So what they decided to do was to create an all-black base and train an all-black squadron. And Tuskegee, the historic Tuskegee Institute, was selected as the base, and they built a base there and began training in 1941.
For the first time, the military allowed black pilots to train for combat. The military set a high bar for acceptance into Tuskegee. Those who got in were smart and experienced.
Most of the people who make the initial cuts to be Tuskegee Airmen, these are people who could already fly.
So those who got their wings were skilled pilots ready for combat. But not everyone thought they were ready.
They said it was an experiment and later learned that they fully expected it to fail. So we were putting our best foot forward.
For years they trained, but did not deploy. Finally, with black leaders continuing to pressure the military, the Tuskegee Airmen were sent to Europe as bomber escorts in 1943. By the end of the war, the Tuskegee Airmen had proven their mettle. They were disciplined, accomplished pilots.